vanilla ma vuelvan baby beach. Sabaneta, ora mi visa vomita casi llega. Su visero alto na Santa Cruz. Forti paradera bobo a che luz. Lenta ora in estate. L'ora va in nord. Parabani che il vicinato a mi spot. Welcome to Aruba, Aruba. Island in the sun, island in the sun. Beautiful people, let's have some fun. Only good vibes, only good vibes, only good vibes. Welcome to Aruba, welcome to Aruba. Island in the sun, island in the sun. Beautiful people, let's have some fun.
Rayo de color, más tu glow, más tu brilla. Rayo fluorescente de noche y de día.
Bon dia from New York City.
Bon día, Claudia desde Chile.
Bon día, Heidi desde Colombia.
Bon dia from Atlanta.
Bon dia, Aruba. Saludos for Europe.
Buen día, Joana desde Colombia.
Buen día, Pablo desde Argentina.
Bon día from Italy.
Buen día, Juliana desde Argentina.
Buen día, Aruba. Bon día from Houston.
Bon día, Gabriela desde Argentina.
Buen día, Aruba.
Buen día, Aruba.
Buen día, Jordan desde Colombia.
Buen día, Aruba.
Bon día.
Bon día, Aruba.
Bon día from Connecticut.
Buen día, Aruba. Buen día from Europe.
Buen día, Aruba.
Bon día, Aruba.
Buen día, Aruba.
Día from Europe.
Día, Aruba.
Bom dia, Aruba.
Bom dia, Monize do Brasil.
Bom dia, Carlos do Brasil.
Bon dia from New Jersey.
Bon dia, Aruba.
Bom dia, Aruba.
Bom dia, Aruba.
Bom dia, aqui é Nata Caras e Mondavian, de Aruba Tourism Authority Holanda.
Bom dia, Aruba. Saludos from Europe.
Bom dia, Maria Camila desde Colombia.
Bom dia, Aruba. Bom dia aus Deutschland.
Buen día, Juan Carlos desde Colombia.
Buen día, Aruba.
Live from Aruba. is World Tourism Day. And now, live and direct, leading the way to happiness from one happy island, Aruba, your host, Mark Benson and Jen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. We are live today from the Ritz-Carlton Hotel Aruba, and we are excited and happy to be here and thanking you for tuning in today because we are super happy because today we're celebrating World Tourism Day, right?
Wait, Mark. We are actually not celebrating World Tourism Day today.
That's true.
It's actually observed on Monday, September 27th. However, everybody's super busy on Mondays, and we thought we'd need your undivided attention for the show today. So that's why we're celebrating a little bit early.
That's correct. Well, everybody knows, mostly everybody who works in the tourism industry knows that every year the UNWTO organizes the World Tourism Day. And basically this year we have a great topic where it's tourism for inclusive growth. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We know that this year has been a very, very challenging year. Many countries, developing, non-developing countries, have been hit very hard and impacted with this.
Yes, absolutely. And Aruba has been no exception because we have also seen our fair share of challenges. However, today we want to focus on how we're going to rebuild our industry to be even stronger, even more resilient than we've ever been before. Of course, in a sustainable way, because we need our one happy island to remain one happy island for much longer and years to come. And that's what we will be doing today. Also, we will be teaching you a lot of stuff. We have a lot of new things coming up, like new developments, new strategies, and we will be showing you a tidbit of what's to come from our local partners here. But before we do that, we want to dedicate this day and this celebration to everybody that has done their best to make one happy island as happy as it is, be it industry professionals, but also just our happy locals that make the island such a nice place to visit.
Definitely, Jen. Well, you heard our voice. You heard the voice say Jen and Mark, but officially we want to introduce, of course, my name. I'm Mark Benson Dance, and today, together with Jen, we'll be hosting the show. Jen did not mention we also have very important guests coming through today.
Absolutely, yeah. We have very important guests coming as well. And we're going to make it a really fun day. We're going to make sure that we keep it light, keep it fun, and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Definitely. We started with a great band, which is our all-star band for this whole show. We're going to hear a lot from them, a lot of different rhythms like we are accustomed to here in Aruba. But definitely, I think it's important for us to know who is behind the band. So on this side, we have our band. We have our band leader, which is Raul PR. And definitely, Raul, how are you feeling? What can we expect today?
Good morning, Mark. Good morning, Jennifer. this morning. I'm very, very honored not only to be part of this World Tourism Day celebration, but also to share this wonderful experience with some very talented musicians. So we will bring the tropical, sweet Caribbean vibe to the show, and we will perform like reggae tunes and montuno, and also the calypso and soca music. So stay tuned, and we have a lot to perform this morning. Let's do it, guys. Danny, loose stop. On electric guitar, Michael Solaknier. On percussions, Adair Kelly. On drums, Pierre Coleman. On alto sax, Jean-Paul Carisquia. And on keys, Raúl Pillar. That's me.
Amazing, Raul, and amazing musicians that are here today. And ladies and gentlemen, that's just a preview of what you can expect during this next hour in this special TV show, Leading the Way to Happiness, celebrating World Tourism Day here with our all-star band. Ladies and gentlemen, we already mentioned that we have special guests coming through. And I think it's more than passing to start this morning with someone who's very important in this industry, who's at the top, which is our Minister of Tourism. I would like to welcome at this time Minister of Tourism, Minister Dangi Odiber. Welcome.
Thank you.
And congratulations, as you are also part of the tourism, celebrating World Tourism Day. And I think it's more than passing that we should have a toast. And we have a special box, which is under my desk. Okay. And I'm going to do some magic today. And we have some mimosas. Because I think it's more than merit that we should have a toast today, celebrating this special moment for everyone in the tourism sector, and of course everybody who is watching at home, at work, on their phone. We know that everybody in the tourism industry is very busy, so we're very happy that they took the time to tune in this morning live. So actually, we want to do two toasts.
Okay.
We'll do it in one, but it's a two-in-one toast. One is for, of course, the World Tourism Day, but also on your accomplishment for your second term as Minister of Tourism. So let's cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks.
Delicious. So Minister Odiber, Tourism Day, World Tourism Day is such an important day. And I know that you visit a lot of hotels, restaurants, but not always you get the opportunity to talk to everybody one-on-one. So I would like to give you the opportunity to, first of all, congratulate everybody in the tourism industry for this day.
Well, Mark, thank you. Thank you for having me today on this special day, special occasion, especially for the tourism industry, for us in Aruba. Tourism is everything for Aruba. Tourism is what drives our economy, what creates opportunity. It develops our economy, our infrastructure. So we all depend heavily on tourism, and on this special occasion, I would like to congratulate all the employees that work in the industry, all our partners, all the companies that provide services to the visitors that we receive in Aruba. So on this very special occasion, I would like to express my gratitude for all their efforts and all their contribution to our tourism industry and our economy, because it means a lot for us as Ministry of Tourism, all the efforts that are being made, not only by the employees, by the companies, but also by our partners, Aruba Tourism Authority, Aruba Ports Authority, Aruba Airport Authority, Aruba Hotel and Tourism Association, and also Aruba Timeshare Associations, all valuable partners that make the success that we have been having for the last decades for the tourism industry.
And especially this year, which has been a challenging year.
It's been a very challenging year, the pandemic. We experienced for the first time, I think, in our history, to have an island without a single visitor for more than 3 months. And we felt what it's like without having the tourism industry. It was difficult to begin receiving tourism, but once we opened our borders back in July with the safest protocols that we had in place, I think we can all in Aruba be very glad with all the efforts that has been made to a successful recovery.
Definitely. Jen, I know you have a specific question for the
Yes,
minister.
I have a burning question, actually. Minister, I was wondering, what do you want your legacy to be as the Minister of Tourism? What do you want to accomplish in the coming years?
I think for me, it's very important to accomplish sustainable tourism development. I want to be remembered as the minister that created a balance between development and environment. We want to keep developing. It's obvious that we want more developments, but we want developments that it will be sustainable for our future, which means we have to keep protecting our nature. We need development, but small developments, boutique-style developments, not more than 100 rooms, and we want to attract brand names. We want to be remembered as minister that attracted brand names of the highest quality and highest level to Aruba.
Okay, so what you're talking about is quality over quantity,
yes.
High value, low impact, as we like to call it.
Our main focus as ministry is to attract the high value customer, the customer that has a spending capacity, the affluent tourist that will impact our economy without having the volume tourism that we were used to the last decades.
Absolutely.
Yeah, very interesting. Now, Minister, we know that there are a lot of developments going on, let's say construction-wise, but also a lot of improvements into our infrastructure. But in the tourism world, the person itself is also very important. And why would you say that the person is important?
I think in the tourism world that we live in nowadays, it's important that we focus on inclusive growth. The benefits that are created by the tourism industry need to be felt by all individuals living in our society. And that's the main focus of our vision, to make it a successful journey for the next 4 years and for the upcoming future, that everyone feels the benefits the same way in Aruba.
That's very true. In a few minutes, we have a very interesting video that we're going to share with you. But before that, and before we say goodbye to the Minister, I would like to ask you, do you consider yourself a beach person?
Definitely. I consider myself, as any other local in Aruba, a beach person. I try to go to the beach every 3 to 4 times a week.
Wow, that's pretty much for a busy person.
You know, I make the beach a priority because it's important for me to have the relaxation, for my peace of mind, to recharge during the weekend, to begin the week fresh.
Yeah, awesome. Jen, how about you? You also do 3 to 4 times a week?
Not quite, but I do love the beach and I try to go as much as I can.
Amazing. During the pandemic, a lot of locals came up with new innovative ideas. And we recently visited Andrew and Jenny, who came up with the Aruba Bell Tent concept. A very interesting, innovative new idea. So let's check it out.
Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Steba, and together with my partner,
hi, my name is Jenny Chan.
We started the Aruba Bell Tent Experience. Aruba Bell Tent Experience is Aruba's first and only bell tent experience provider, bringing you Bohemian-style picnics with our 3-meter bell tent. The Aruba Bell Tent Experience is something for everyone that is looking to enjoy of Aruba's classic scenery, which is its beaches, but in a different and unique way, with our Bohemian picnic setup. We started the Aruba Bell Tent Experience firstly because of the pandemic. After the pandemic, we were all faced with harsh decisions to be made, and in that we transformed like diamonds and came up with the Aruba Bell Tent Experience. Secondly, it is also something that we always wanted to do because we as partners always work good together, and we wanted to bring a unique experience that not only the locals but also the tourists can enjoy of. What makes Aruba Bell Tent Experience unique? Firstly is our 3-meter bell tent. Before starting this business, we never saw a bell tent on Aruba. And we thought, a bell tent might be the perfect thing to bring to Aruba, to showcase Aruba in a different and unique way. Aside from that, everything that you see, from the pillows, the blankets, the mattresses, the linens, are all handmade by us. Before starting this business, we spent almost a month and a half sewing, making things so that we can really, hard work. But we do it with passion, we do it with love, because we really want to showcase Aruba in an artisanal way, giving you things that you can enjoy, handmade by us. Some tips and tricks that we can give other companies or entrepreneurs that are trying to venture into what we're doing, which is providing an experience that is tailor-made for people who have some demands, high demands I would say, but also they want something that is truly unique to them. Firstly, I would say do your market research. If you have an idea and you think that idea is good for a business, go out there and see what your other competitors or other businesses that are similar with you are doing, so that you know that you can cater to something different, so that you know that you're really giving something that is truly unique. Another pointer that I can give is to always trust your gut. I am a firm believer that what is in your path is made for you. So if you go out there and you take that big risk, if you feel and you know that that idea is gonna work, trust in yourself and make it happen, and you'll be surprised what you can achieve. And thirdly, try to be innovative, try to be different. If you see an idea and you think, hey, maybe I can do something better, or I can make it different or better, do that. You are bringing something that the island doesn't have, but that it possibly might need.
We have Aruba Bell Tent Experience.
Wishes you a happy World Tourism Day. This is the perfect opportunity for us as entrepreneurs, as people who really love our island, to regroup and put our focus to really showcase to the world what we as Arubans and we as the Aruba brand can really offer to the world.
Wow, what a great concept.
Amazing.
And
Like, I want to book it.
right? And can you believe they sewed all their materials themselves? That's truly inspiring.
No, really, thumbs up to Andrew and Jenny for coming up with this great idea, Aruba Bell Tent. And definitely, we push everyone who has new ideas, new concepts, to bring these forward, and also let the ATA know that these are here, right?
Definitely. And if anybody has anything that they would like to feature, definitely contact the Aruba Tourism Authority, because those are the types of experiences that we really want to highlight in the future.
Awesome. Jen, I don't know about you, but when we started and we had the band playing, I really felt groovy.
Yeah.
And I think we need some more groovy in our show.
Let's do it
this morning. Raul, I don't know if you got something for us.
Wow, those were some groovy tunes, right, Mark? Mark.
Hey, I'm over here, Jen. I'm over here.
Hi.
Jen, we have our next guest, and as a true gentleman, I think I should accompany her to the stage this morning. Welcome. I want to welcome Isha today. Isha from the ATA in charge of product development, who is our next guest today.
Right, Isha, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. So we just saw the Aruba Bell Tent experience. Super unique, super great concept. But I was wondering, what is the ATA doing to really support and really push that unique concept from a company perspective?
So I think Marinella is going to talk. There's a hint coming at the end of this show. We're going to start revealing something, but I'm not going to talk too much about that.
Okay.
But just to tell you in general lines of what we're going to be, of the intention is for 2022, is to push more the quality side of what we want to be having on the island. Aruba Bell Tent Experience, for example, is a great example of a niche product that has come to life. It focuses on what the tourists want, the experiences that they want to have while they're on the island. And in order to ensure this, we have different projects online, one of them being the visitor flow management. As a destination, we need to ensure that visitors coming on the island have the experience, the joy of being here, that they can take their pictures, they can have a moment of zen while they're roaming around the island. And the visitor flow management gives us the opportunity to have a spatial plan on how to give them the best chance to experience that moment of zen, that experience that they're looking for. With partners moving forward, we want to make a collaboration on how to plan it, how to make it accessible in certain areas which are highly visited by our visitors, to make it accessible, intriguing, engaging, but not only planning it to some extent, but also providing experiential moments. For example, if you go to the lighthouse, you love to see a beautiful sunset because it gives the perfect area. It's the perfect picture moment for that specific purpose. So why not have an experience laid out for that specific purpose there? So that is something that we want to actually work towards in 2022, having memorable, experiential products, services aligned that makes a specific location like the lighthouse or a Casibari, a Bushiribana stand out a little bit more so they can have that experience that they're looking for. So moving forward, that is something that we really want to target, go into, and cater to that need as well as a destination organization.
That sounds exciting.
Now, Isha, as you're in charge of product development, I know certain things are in your hands, but there are a lot of external factors in terms of, for example, vendors, partners that all make the Aruba product. But if we take a look at the word quality, how important is this for the ATA, and how do you make sure to still have a quality product all around on Aruba?
So that's a great point. What Jennifer mentioned earlier, the high impact, the high value, low impact model that we are looking for is that we want to make sure that everyone coming to the island gets a specific standardized, a minimum standardized service experience. So having said that, in 2020, we actually started with Aruba Quality Seal. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, we needed to stop, and we moved over to the Aruba Health and Happiness Code, which was more safety and hygiene protocols. But moving back in 2022, we want to reinitiate and reinvigorate the program actually, where you create a certain basis for standardized process, safety, hygiene now, because it is a very important part of the tourism industry moving forward, that we have that base within that program, but also take it to the next level, that you include service, that you include safety protocols. And I'm not talking about...
By the way, sorry to interrupt you, but a lot of tourists, when they research a destination, they currently look for those things.
Exactly.
What is the country? What are the restaurants doing in terms of safety?
Exactly. So we need to make sure that we still cater to that need, because right now, moving forward, it's not going to change. And we need to ensure, so that's why the Aruba Quality Seal coming back online in 2022 ensures, it gives a standard basis that everyone operating on the island has a specific standard, a minimum standard that attracts a certain safety level for visitors, but also an experience and a service level that we are known for as Arubians. So we want to ensure that with that specific program process, that we can align and deliver on that promise.
Amazing. Now, Isha, thank you so much for being here. And you know everything about what visitors want. So with that, we would like to continue into the eco and sustainable tourism segment. Now, I know, sustainable, eco, we've heard it all before. It's becoming a little bit of a buzzword at this point, but it's not that. We really need to focus on it, because if we don't sustain our island and our destination, we won't have anything for the generations to come. Now, not only is it great for our island and sustaining it, but also it's what modern visitors want. It's no longer enough for us to just send them here, let them have a good time. No, they want to be a part of nature. They want to really connect. Mark, do you have anything for that?
I actually do. Cado Delanoy, who's a very known local guy, although we know him from his artwork, his woodwork, photography, but during the pandemic, he also got inspired to come up with a new concept. And this touches exactly what you just talked about. So being one with nature. And Cado came up with salty hikes. So today we're going to share with you all about salty hikes.
Hi, my name is Cairo. I'm here on the North Shore of Aruba with Salty Hikes. So Salty Hikes is an eco hike. And, you know, I've always been hiking, always been outdoors, surfing the North Shore since growing up. And actually, during the pandemic, you know, we had a lot of time on our hands and we started hiking almost all over Aruba, me and my wife. And it's just so nice to get out and experience it here. And slowly I started bringing friends and taking them on hikes as well. And they really enjoyed it. And during that, also taking pictures and documenting life and adding that to it. So that's how the concept became Salty Hikes, and based in Cerro Colorado, which is a super nice area. It's really quiet, and it's completely different from, you know, our normal Eagle Beach or Boca Catalina. Like here, it's like super rocky, really volcanic, and you can really have a feel of what really Aruba is, you know? But here you get the different textures, the different colors of all the volcanic formations. And it's really nice to see. You have the southern tip where you have a little pool, and it's nice to document. And then we make our way down where there's a nice hidden natural bridge. So normally with the audience that I get and join on the hike, the range is really wide, from 20 years old to 60, from a family to just friends who want to hang out, and even couple. People want to do something a bit different. Like I know we have our regular tours on the island, which are super fun, but this is still a bit more intimate, a bit more private. You know, we're one-on-one with each other, and you can ask me anything on any local experience that you want to do in Aruba. So it could be from where to go, what to do, even what food or, where to have a delicious local meal. Part of the hike is being eco. So, we want to have less footprint, no tire tracks as possible. And that's part of the motto. And, provide like a small snack, which we bring, reusable water bottles that we can fill up. And I think it's really important to start focusing on that aspect, especially on Aruba. Like, we're such a small island, and I think together, doing all these small changes, we can help reduce the impact that we have on nature. Because we have tons of visitors, which is amazing and awesome. I'm blessed to have that. But we really got to start focusing on, lowering our footprint on the island. I document the experience here. So I take candid shots, I take portraits together, and you can load this on your Instagram account, tag me, and that's how the community grows as well. So you have more people that are more conscious and want to document their experience on the island. And I have my Instagram account, I have a little website, Salty Hikes, and the reaction has been nice. People repost the pictures, and that's how people, they contact me and see what we can do. And it's something I started small, which I still keep. So it's usually in the weekends and mostly in the morning hours. Because now with the sunrise, you get a really nice golden experience, nice feel. It's not too hot. And with the area being so calm, it's great. From Salty Hikes in Aruba, happy Tourism Day.
Amazing groovy tunes, some Caribbean flows for, of course, getting ready to introduce somebody very special who actually also likes to dance. But today we're not going to talk about dance with her. Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to welcome somebody very special because we're going to talk about marketing. And when we talk about marketing, you're going to learn some very interesting stuff. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we have invited the Chief Marketing Officer of the ATA. We would like to welcome her at this time. Sanju, welcome.
Hi, welcome.
Good morning. Sanju, as the Chief Marketing Officer, of course, very important role because, what means a Caribbean destination without marketing, right?
For sure.
Absolutely. Sandra, thank you so much for being here and taking time out of your busy schedule to join us today. That was a really cool concept, right?
Totally.
The salty hikes.
Loved it.
Do you like hiking at all?
I do love hiking. I must say I haven't tried the salty hikes yet. I will do that one day. But I do love hiking, especially in the mornings.
Yeah.
The sunrises are the most spectacular
Lovely.
in Aruba.
Sanju, let's get right into it. A little birdie told me that for these last weeks, months, a lot of persons, team professionals, has been doing a lot of research in creating some new ideas, some new strategies to create something that is called the brand architecture. Big name. Tell me why. Why is this?
It's a big name, but it's a very important process as well. As you can recall, back in 2020 when the pandemic first started, we had to go back and recall all our communications. We had to change our strategy. We had to go back and focus on what was important at that point in time, which was functional information, which people needed to feel secure and know what was going on. Then when we started reopening, our whole team focused on
making sure that we communicated at the right time with the right messages. So what happened is we started looking at those people who showed intent for travel, because that was important. Not everybody was feeling comfortable to travel. And then from there, now we're getting ready to head into 2022 and go back and go after that affluent visitor, which we always went after. But now we're refining the strategy and we're looking for the high value visitor. You've heard about it earlier in the show as well.
By the way, high value, you mean somebody with a lot of money, a lot of cash to spend?
Well, it's a high value it has a very deep and broad meaning and significance. So on the one hand, you're going after the affluent visitor, of course, from a demographic perspective, psychographic perspective. You want to know what it is that these people want in a vacation, right? So that is what we're looking for. But at the same time, think about the word value, because value is very important. We want to make sure that they are in tune and in harmony with the values that we are looking for what their behavior should be like. So in tune with our nature, in tune with our people, in tune with our infrastructure. So that's very key as well. So that's what we're looking for now. And that's what the research is focusing on, identifying these people, where they are and who they are and what it is that they're looking for.
That's awesome. It sounds like a lot of work went into this research. Can you tell me a little bit about the process of the research?
Sure thing. So what we've done together with our agencies in the US is that we've worked on the research in steps. And what we've completed are 4 out of the 5 main steps. And we started off with the trends, looking at the trends. And when looking at the trends, what they did is they looked at the millennials and the Gen Zs, because those two are the ones that set the trend for the others.
Right.
So people tend to start with them, and then what happens, it evolves towards the broader community and society. So it tells you a little bit about what the future trends will be like. So that's where they started. They looked at it and they saw that the millennials and Gen Zs, what they looked at after the pandemic, that they're now more into intent. They want to live with intent. It's not only about, checking in, it's about checking
Wait,
Oh,
Sandra. No. Did you check in when you came into the studio?
I did not.
You did not?
I'm sorry. Guilty. Sorry. So back to the serious stuff here.
Back to the serious
Okay.
stuff. Well, I have one really important question, actually. How can the local community, our local partners and stakeholders benefit from this research?
Most definitely. What they can do is when you see what we're going to go through. So I told you about step 1, which was going through the millennials and Gen Zs in terms of trends. Then from there, what they did is they went and looked at the audience. So we did a qualitative research on the audience, and we still have to do the quantitative. That's why I told you we're not done yet. So the qualitative research has indicated that what they're looking for in travel, so not necessarily Aruba only, but in travel, what it is that they're looking for is they look for uniqueness, so something that is unique. They look for things that are not very common.
Right.
So that is what we're seeing. And I think you may say that this is known, but at the same time, what we then saw also is we looked at the next step, which was the competitive landscape.
Right.
And the competitive landscape, what we wanted to see is what is being communicated by them and what is not being communicated. So what is our white space? Where can we find our spot that we can then find this is Aruba, and this is where we belong, and this is from where we are going to the point of departure, where we're going to communicate from. So looking at what the competitors are doing, we saw that competitors are showing and talking about the place. Some are talking about the experience. So what did we see? Where does Aruba fit?
Right.
Aruba fits in with the effect, with the feeling that one is left after being in Aruba.
The intangible, actually.
Yes, exactly. You got it, Jeff. It's the intangible. So our real challenge is going to be, okay, how do we communicate that intangible now to the consumer? And that is where we're going to go next when we start working on our creative strategy. Now, I have to go back to your question, which was, okay, what do we take away from this? So What people don't like as the affluent and these high-value visitors, they don't want to hear things like, we've got something for everyone. They don't belong in that group.
Right.
So if you're going out there and selling your product, don't say we've got something for everyone, because they want something that's more exclusive. They want something that's memorable. So don't go and have a cookie cutter experience for them, because that's not what they're looking for. So I think those are the areas that you need to go and look at if you are a local service provider or activity provider, and make sure that you address these areas. And another thing is that we need to make sure that the customer care is there. Customer service is key. We've seen that since the pandemic, people have gone even more online.
Right.
So it's online on steroids. You've seen that switch happen even more so. So it's not only younger people going online, it's older people as well. And they want the facility of having customer care. If they send you a message, please respond right away. If they have a question, please respond, and make sure that their experience is one that is effortless, because they don't want to be taken out of the moment of being immersed in an activity.
That makes sense.
All right.
Very interesting, Sanju, but we want to thank you for being here today and continuing to talk about PR, marketing. 2020 was a very challenging year, but that did not mean that the ATA was silent. The ATA continued to communicate PR, marketing strategies, and we have to say that the results were quite positive during 2020. So we decided to create a nice video where we share the achievements of the PR and marketing efforts for Aruba.
Former Bachelorette star Rachel Lindsay and her husband Brian Abasolo spent their one-year wedding anniversary on a romantic getaway on the one happy island of Aruba.
Well, Aruba, listen, this is paradise. So it blends a vacation and work with a workation.
For people who are ready to travel internationally, and among the top destinations is Aruba.
One thing I can tell you, it's amazing.
Amazing. So, ladies and gentlemen, if at this moment you went to refill your coffee or get some water, I need you to get back to that computer at this moment. I need your eyes in front of your phone right now, because we are ready to announce something really, really exciting. Yes. We need that row, because, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, something very unique, something very special is going to happen. And to start to announce that, I'm accompanied at this moment with the CEO of the Aruba Tourism Authority, Ronella. Good morning.
Good morning.
And next to Ronella, we have Oliver from Credits Aruba. Also, good morning.
Good morning, Mark.
So, Ronella, this pandemic, a lot of people came up with new ideas. We have a lot of creative entrepreneurs on Aruba. And you guys together with the team have worked on a program that is called the Aruba Signature Experiences. Something amazing, something great, and definitely want to know what is the Aruba Signature Experiences and how can it benefit the people of Aruba?
Indeed, let's start from the beginning. As we all know, Aruba is one of the most tourism-reliant nations in the world. And both our people and our visitors play a critical role in respect to our development. From an economic perspective, of course, but also in fostering a sustainable tourism development for Aruba. What does a sustainable tourism development mean? That means a balance between economic contribution, environmental protection and conservation, quality of life of our residents, and a quality visitors experience. So indeed, the Aruba Signature Experiences program fits perfectly within the concept of this sustainable paradigm, which we refer to as the high-value, low-impact tourism model. So it is a way for us together and in partnership with Credits in this case to stimulate the creation and introduction, of course, of unique experiences, signature experiences for our visitors. One which takes all of the 4 elements that I mentioned into account. And this paradigm and this tourism model, of course, stems also from learnings and insights that we've gathered through our niche roadmap, our carrying capacity study. So it is something that was on the horizon, but we're happy that in partnership with Credits, that we're able to bring something that is all-encompassing, meaning that we will provide education, allow people to learn more about niche experiences, and also benefit from the expertise of Credits in this case.
Okay. We have Oliver here with us as well. Oliver, Credits Aruba is a known entity on the island of Aruba. You have different programs. How would you say that this niche program, how is this different from what you're already doing?
Yes, Mark. Well, as you know, Credits supports entrepreneurs in the broadest sense of the word. So this does not only include the financing part, but also coaching and education. Now, the signature experience is actually a complement to actually what we do. But I would say the biggest difference is together with our partners, we will actually be able to make a tangible difference into the quality of these niche businesses.
Now, you're working with the ATA, but I understand you also have more partners. Maybe you could share about that. And also, what do you wish to accomplish with this program?
Well, Mark, what we wish to accomplish is that we invite all entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs to go through our Small Business Academy, where they will get the key learnings and to develop their own or to fortify actually their business models. So through the program, we expect to be able to build good businesses, solid businesses, successful businesses, and those successful businesses will also help improve the recovery of Aruba's economy. So there's a bigger picture vision to this. And to help us reach this, we also have the API, the APE, locally known, which actually will be the vocational school in charge of providing the course.
Okay, amazing. Now, I'm definitely sure people watching want to know when and how. So, I don't know, can you share some dates?
Yes, for sure. So I'm happy to say that the program will start on October 12th.
Okay.
And that will be starting officially at the APE. And as far as the registrations go, we open up today.
Okay, wow.
And for people to register, or for the individuals who are interested to register, they can simply go to the website aruba.com/registra, and they can submit their information and be registered for the Small Business Academy.
So I believe such an important achievement merits some celebration. What do you think?
Agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let's stand, and I have some bubbles here from my mini bar, and here in Aruba we like to celebrate with bubbles. So I'm certain that this program, the Aruba Signature Experiences, will benefit a lot of the entrepreneurs in Aruba. So congratulations for the initiative, and let's cheers for a successful program. Cheers.
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 We have a teaser video where you will be seeing a little bit more about the Aruba Signature Experiences. Let's check it out.
Abot yung ideia para uma experiência turístico único e inovativo de área de romance, bienestar ou atividade ativo e que hace saque uma realidade em 2022, sa kita boa oportunidade. Com o programa de Aruba Signature Experiences, nós queremos estimular o desenvolvimento de produto ou ideia exclusivo para os visitantes de área de romance, bienestar e atividade ativo. Se bom conceito está cumpre com o requisito aqui, subi AWMS riba www.aruba.com/registrar para mais informação. A trajetória do programa aqui está iniciada em outubro, pois não guarda, a também por formar parte de Aruba Signature Experiences de 2022.
So make sure to be part of the Aruba Signature Experiences. So we did a switch. Oliver left us, but we have Jen back, and Ronella is still with us today. So Ronella, let's talk a little bit more about the reason why we are actually really here, which is to celebrate World Tourism Day. What does such a day mean for Ronella and for the ATA team?
Not only for the ATA, but for Aruba. I mean, tourism is part of our culture. We live tourism every day in everything that we do. So, needless to say, we take one day in the year on World Tourism Day to reflect on things that have happened, accomplishments, but also challenges, and to also thank everybody and congratulate everybody. I think there's a lot to be grateful for, not only as the ATA and our team members, but also as the community as a whole. So, on behalf of the ATA, congratulations to those who work within the organization, but also all of our external partners. It is a day to commend you for everything that you do. Thank you and congratulate you, basically.
Nice.
Thank you, Ronella. Definitely, thank you very much. Now, we have to talk about it. The past 18 months have been a complete roller coaster. Since the borders closed, the ATA has been working on scenarios for recovery. Could you elaborate a little bit on how we're doing now?
We started last year before COVID-19 was declared a pandemic. We started with I believe, a 50 pages plan with different scenarios already of what a potential impact could be. What we did at that moment was to simulate the biggest moments of crisis that the tourism, our industry in Aruba has faced over the years. And that took us back to 9/11 and Natalie Holloway. Yeah. We quickly learned at the beginning of March that this crisis was going to be multiple times bigger than 9/11. So we had to go back to the drawing board. We created different scenarios, and for 2021, we worked with 3 scenarios. One was a recovery of 40% of tourism business in comparison to 2019. And the other one, the other extreme, was a recovery of 60%. I'm happy to say that year to date, August, we're trending at a 65% recovery. Wow. We did have a slow start of the year. However, we are at that point. And in terms of income generated through tourism, direct income measured through tourism credits, I have to say that since reopening our borders, we have seen visitors spend more during their vacation. And that trend has continued in 2021. We saw a 22% more visitors spent in Q1 and 15% more in Q2 in comparison to 2019. Wow. We hope to be able to close the year, and it's a possibility, but we hope to close the year with a recovery of between 75 and 79% of tourism credits versus 2019.
That definitely sounds super promising.
Yes, and as for arrivals, we will continue to push to be able to close the year at a 74% recovery versus 2019, despite of challenges.
Yes. Wow. Very nice numbers, Ronella. But when analyzing this fast recovery, isn't this related to higher demand, people having more money to spend? They have been locked in their houses for a year and a half.
Also, when you look at tourism demand, it is heavily reliant on external factors, of course. So the art is to be able to exercise the necessary influence in moving the needle and basically making sure that those elements that you can control, that you attend to them accordingly and that you make them work faster and in a bigger fashion for you. So I can say with all confidence that yes, there is that external factor that we took advantage of and that helped push the recovery, but also not only now, but when you look at history of tourism for Aruba, it is also by design. It is by taking immediate actions once we closed our borders, and it is also by making the right decisions. And of course, this is always done in partnership with other authorities and other tourism stakeholders. So examples of what we did include a strong collaboration with the immigration department and other authorities to take our immigration platform completely online, but also working with the Department of Public Health to launch the Aruba Health and Happiness Code, forming a committee to basically develop the tourism recovery marketing plan, but also adjusting our communication strategy continuously. These are examples. And not to forget, of course, what is very important is that we had to also safeguard the operation of the Aruba Tourism Authority and taking sound and perhaps difficult decisions as well. So of course, we had to reduce our budgets. Of course, we had to seek also the collaboration of our team members in different shapes and forms. So I'm certainly grateful for all of the assistance and partnerships we've seen throughout the pandemic. And this is part of the success we're seeing. So again, going back to it is also by design. And it is a matter of continuing to capitalize from opportunities that exist while remaining vigilant of all of the external factors that basically shape and form and shake the industry.
Whew, Ronella, I'm sure a lot of sleepless nights went into all these efforts.
Certainly, but let's not focus on the sleepless nights, which are often part of the norm anyway, in my case at least, and those who know me know that. But in any case, it also gave me profound moments of enrichment and reflection on my role, on the role of the ATA, our industry, but also on the world and humanity, if you will. So that is also part of what I've experienced so far.
Great.
Okay. We are in September, nearly the end of September, entering October. So we're slowly entering the last quarter of the year. So much might not happen, but 2022, we definitely know and heard that there's a lot that's going to be happening on behalf of the ATA. In terms of ATA, Ronella, what can we expect? What are some of the objectives, goals for 2022?
We started our planning cycle, and these are plans that change often. However, you have to, even though your tactical plans change, you have your strategy, you have your goals, and you have your objectives that you try to basically work towards making these happen on an annual basis. But you always have to revisit these as well. So we started doing that with the team and with stakeholders, I believe, in April, in concurrence also with the development of our next business plan, which will cover the period of 2022 up to 2025. So it feeds our 2022 plan and our business plan as well. So that process started in April. And what we have as strategy is reflected in different aspects. You have our key performance indicators, 4 goals to be specific, ranging from our stayover arrivals objective all the way to cruise tourism arrivals objectives. And it is good to also add to this that within the ATA, we have a mixture of key performance indicators on different layers. So all of the actors, our team members, know what their targets are, what their objectives are. And it is important to know that we measure on different levels the success of tourism. What does that mean? That means also revisiting the framework of KPIs of our carrying capacity study. That means also measuring our guest experience index. That means also measuring the number of people who complete their Aruba certification program. So these are to name a few examples of other aspects that basically define the success of tourism. And other aspects that will remain important as well is our diversification strategy. And we will continue to push this through our regular marketing efforts, but also we reinstituted a new market development budget for 2022 to push that even further. Of course, this is heavily linked to airlift, so we've augmented also our airlift budget, and also our strategy consists now already on a continuous basis, I must say, in collaboration with our partners on being on the lookout for those adventures that fit within the strategy as well. Again, oftentimes it is not emphasized enough, but new airlift that is attracted to the island is also by design, basically. So our budget for 2022 reflects a 100% recovery, actually, of our North American market in comparison to 2019. And together with the other continents, Europe and Latin America, we are looking at a 95% recovery overall for 2022 versus 2019.
Wow, that sounds great. So if you allow me to recap, one, what allowed us to really hit the ground running and recover as quickly as we have is that we acted fast as soon as the crisis hit, and that we made the right decisions. And two, we are heavily focused on the future. I mean, our corporate plan and budget for 2022 is complete. No sa klapa ranka sali, as they say. So the future is looking bright for us.
Yes, despite of challenges, there will always be challenges. I mean, that's part of the game. It is not a secret that the hospitality and tourism industry was one of the hardest hits on a global level. So we're facing still a lot of challenges. And it will continue to be an environment of constant changes. But that is the dynamic, those are the dynamics that form part of the basis of tourism and hospitality.
Right.
They are at a more elevated state since the pandemic. However, it is part of what we have as part of our DNA, not only at the ATA, but I believe our partners as well display that. We were resilient, so we're able to shift gears, and that is what we will continue to do also in 2022.
Amazing. Ronella, I'm not going to take much more time of you on this great day, but I want to thank you for being here. Also congratulate you for the great efforts. And as we say, keep up the good work. And we would like to give you the opportunity to share a final message to everyone who's watching today.
So before I proceed, allow me to inform you that there will be a follow-up session where we will go more in-depth into our plans and budgets for 2022. So be on the lookout for that invitation. And yes, the pandemic has tested our resilience and has continued to do so and will continue to do so. It has brought with it also opportunities and learnings, aside from challenges and hardships. Let's focus on the opportunities, which is what we try to do today. Allow me to also, though, thank you on behalf of the entire team of the Aruba Tourism Authority. Those here, but also those working in several markets representing Aruba in the midst of this pandemic. Allow me to also thank them, our amazing team of the ATA, who through hardships and challenges were able to, together with us, capitalize on opportunities which exist in the different markets. So thank you, an amazing team to work with. And last but not least, allow me to thank everybody else. Yes, there have been challenges and hardships, but the future looks bright. And with our collective effort, I'm sure that we will be able to book more accomplishments for the remainder of this year and to reach our goals, as well as numerous other accomplishments in 2022. So congratulations, Masha Pabing, Ribadia Internacional di Turismo, e Masha Danki di parte di equipo completo di Oficina di Turismo.
Ronella, thank you so much for your inspiring words today.
Thank you, Jen. And congratulations on a job well done.
Thank you.
You did amazing today. I'm proud of you. And Mark, thank you also for another job well done.
My pleasure.
And also wish to thank the band and behind the scenes, our colleagues, Tita and Isha. Job well done. So thank you for putting the energy and enthusiasm into making this a special World Tourism Day. And last but not least, thank you to the team of Elite Productions. As usual, also another job well done.
Absolutely.
So thank you on our behalf for making this year's World Tourism Day celebration an extra special one.
Yes, and just like World Tourism Day, everything the ATA does is a team effort. So let's have a look at some of the great people that make everything we do possible.
Happy Tourism Day!
Happy Tourism Day, everybody!
Happy Tourism Day! Masha Danki!
Happy World Tourism Day!
Happy Tourism Day, everybody!
Happy World Tourism Day! Happy Tourism Day!
Happy Tourism Day, everybody!
Happy World Tourism Day!
Happy Tourism Day! Masha Danke and Danke schön!
Happy World Tourism Day! Happy Tourism Day!
Happy World 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 Tourism Day!
Happy Tourism Day!
Happy Tourism Day! Masha Danke!
Happy World Tourism Day! Happy World Tourism Day! Happy World Tourism Day, everyone! Masha Danke!
Wow, it was so nice seeing the video and seeing people I work with on a daily basis represented.
Definitely, it was very much amazing. If you look at the time, it's incredible how fast the time has passed, but we had enjoyable conversations. We had amazing guests. We had great news that was shared today. So definitely we want to thank everyone for being part of this day, taking the time to look at us, and of course, all of our interviews, and for taking the time to be part of this World Tourism Day.
Yes, and again, we would like to congratulate everybody on a happy World Tourism Day and hope you celebrate the day in a fruitful and enjoyable manner.
Definitely. Jen, we started the morning with some nice music by our all-star band. Mm-hmm. So definitely it's time for us to close with a bang. So Raul, if you're ready, give me some music as we say goodbye and hope to see you on the next time on World Tourism Day.
Aruba's World Tourism Day, presented by the Aruba Tourism Authority. Thank you for joining us.